want to slow down roanoke a little bit for you, in case there's anything that you saw that you might want to learn, or wanted to do a little bit better, but you couldn't quite catch where I was at. It's not a difficult song. It just takes a little bit of practice. I kick it off by stretching my second string on the 7th fret, just kind of going into the fifth string note. That's just really a scale is all it is. You need to get proficient using from your 5th string, from your 5th fret to your 10th fret or your 12th fret, and doing your scales, because there's a lot of that right in here. If I want to practice learning this tune, I would ping pong from my G note to my D and back down again. And then this is at the 9th and the 10th fret on your 1st and 2nd string, and you reach up there and grab the 5th string up here on the 12th. I think every player in history's probably hit this, that kind of thing. Now here we do this little middle part. On the 7th fret, 8th, and the 9th. This is just a Foggy Mountain breakdown chord spot right here. So we hit this little chromatic run, and while we hit that string open, we need to move. Chorus of the song, we go to this G chord, except we only hit the 1st and the 3rd strings, and we slide into it using the forward roll. We're down 2 frets, and this is just a G chord, and we're going to make a little bluesy sound. Same thing in the key of C. Alright, and we have to get out of here somehow, so we're going to go. Double triplet on the 7th, 5th, and the 4th frets. 3, 2, 1, 5. And that's pretty easy to do fast. That finger's already there, so we're just going to use it. 2, 5, 1, 5. It's better if you don't move your fingers. Only move them as far as you need to. If they're already close to a place where you have to hit, then it's easy to use that finger. This upper part is a little tricky. I'll try to explain it as I go. I don't know if I can do it slow or not, but I'll try. Alright, there's the lick going up right there. This is hard to do fast. I usually just slide because we're at breakneck speed. You can't do that little. very fast. So then you hit a C, that's in a C chord, and then a C7. That's the first string, third string, and my fifth string. I'm going to do an alternating roll for a couple of measures right here. Right, now this is difficult to explain. Not difficult to do, it's difficult to explain. I'm going to keep my thumb 2 frets away from my little finger. And you need to give the impression that you're still going down even with your thumb. It doesn't sound right if your fifth string is open. And if you do it just right, it can sound good. There's a couple notes I don't want to hear, and I have to kind of mute it on those 2 notes. And I do want to hear it on some of the other ones, so it's tricky. And I can't hit it every time, but if you get it just right, it sounds pretty decent. So the trick is, here's the chords. There's the impression that you want to give as you're going down with those chords. Pretty good piece right there. Can't hit it every time, but and then you go back right to your ending again. So anyway, trying it again. Now you can do here or right there. It doesn't make any difference. Either one is good, and either one will set you up for whatever the next note is. Then you go. Or you could go. Or you could do a little turkey in the straw type thing. Another little trick, you do that. I'm just doing backwards rolls going down. Now right here you hit an F just for a little bit, and with the guitar behind you, it's not going to show up as an F chord. It's going to sound more like this kind of chord. Now this right here, you have to hit with your first finger and come down on the same string with your thumb. Here's your Scrugsy type thing. Except I'm going to bend that third string. Those are the pieces of this song that I can do cleanly. Practice your scales. It's very important in this song and a lot of other ones. All kind of patterns, any kind of patterns you can think of, do between those two. So scales are good. You know, you can use them some places. I try to refrain from a lot of the same pattern scales going long distances, but you can use pieces of them once you get them under your belt. And if you can, go back up the other way. Single string stuff just takes a lot of practice. Scales help me a lot. It helps me get over from one point to another point. But Roanoke's got basically a pretty good bit of scaling in it. The only thing is with Roanoke, it's fast. You'll get tangled up right in here if you're not careful. I had trouble with it. So you can get that fast. So work on those scales. Do them slow. They'll come. Speed will come. Anytime you have an open string, you can move your hand. And it gives you time to position your fingers in the right place so that it's clean. Anyway, hope this helps.